切れ真っ赤になるまでアクセル踏み込んでそれじゃ足りないまだくしゃくしゃになれきっと心は知っている真っ赤になっても涙を飲み込んでもう気にしないでよ笑ってよ飛び出して坂本レイズ
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Shadow Fight ranked video. Today I just decided to record some matches for me pushing ranked. Initially this video was supposed to come out like around like Monday, but I got caught up in some work, so and I also just got like better fights on like Monday night, which was really annoying, so I swapped out some of the fights that I had originally planned and just put those instead. So this team that I thought of has like Midnight as the starter. I've been playing Midnight for a good, I would say, like a couple weeks now. Even maybe like a month or two, but Midnight is really underrated. I think that after roll cancels and jump cancels were nerfed / removed, a lot of people just forgot that Midnight's a character. And a lot of people I feel like forgot how to counterplay properly, like against a lot of people that may not be like the top 10 in the server. I feel like nobody else knows how to counter her. So, you know, you're gonna just see me kind of playing pretty well with Midnight here until it comes to some really good players, which you'll see later. You know, part of the goal that I had for this channel is that I do want to be like showing off North American players, or just, I guess the server is called US now. I could have sworn it was called like NA or like North America at some point, and a lot of people still call it North America, but it's just a US server and it just encompasses South and North America. So yeah. So this first game is against Denal BR. I don't exactly know how to say his name, but I hope that's right. He's another YouTuber, and you're gonna see, like, so far I've just been completely wrecking his stuff with Midnight. He's gonna pull up his xiang. He actually has a pretty decent xiang. He's a little under level. I believe he's level 12. You know, I'm still doing the regular shift stuff. You know, the key to playing Midnight is to play the sort of middle range where they can't let you, or you can just keep poking. That's a huge blunder. I should have known that he had Shadow Form charged up. He tries that. I go for the grab, and you know it's coming. You know, low crit. Then he does I get the basic attack into the removal. Incredible damage here, and then he does like the recovery kick, which allows me to get off the grab. And that's a straight OCV. Moving on, we got Imma Problem. This guy was previously called Honored One, and if you are in the US server, you know this guy is a pretty consistent top 10 player. So he starts off with his E2, and again, my starter in this team is Midnight. And you know, I get that lucky crit, so lets me get that jump kick combo. And he does regular E2 stuff, you know. That basic attack is really oppressive sometimes, as I'm sure you all know. I get into that Shadow Form combo off of the basic. You know, pretty nice damage. I lose the 50-50 there, sadly. I hard committed that, I don't know why. You know, but he does another basic. I do this. I could have done the Shadow Form combo, but I knew that he would use time manipulation preemptively, so yeah, I just decided to just do the jump kick. You know, here I'm just trying to play it a little safe because I know that he can just lock me into a death combo at any moment. So, you know, and yeah, that's it. Just broke him out. So now, what I didn't realize was that he's playing Jack Bulwark, and for some reason decided to play him second. I don't know how Jack is right now. He's very unsure in my eyes. He doesn't seem very good, but I personally don't really like playing against him. Personally, he has fallen off, I feel like, but he's still not a bad pick. You know, I get the grab here. You know, against Jack, you always have to play very patiently. You know, some people call it camping. For me, it's just playing the game because, you know, you literally cannot counterplay. some of these Legion characters without being extremely passive. Look at a 926 on a low attack. I'm nearly dead here, and I thought I could dash and get something off, but no. He gets the grab before me, he expected it, it's whatever. You know, pretty good trade. Next up we have Zang Soo. And I just started picking up Zang Soo. I feel like I might drop him though, but for this video he did pretty well. I did a special attack, I should have cancelled it, but it's whatever. I do another one. I kind of do like the Zang Soo special attack. A lot of people don't really like it, but I do. I dodge the shadow form with the lie down. If you lie down and then roll back, you can dodge it, which is very nice. I get the jump kick into upper attack, and you know, this guy's really spamming his jump kicks. I get the confirmed special attack here. I thought I could, but somehow this works. Got like 160 HP here. I'm just gonna finish off with my own jump kick. Yeah, so jump kick with Jack Bulwark especially is very strong because the opponent, because it's basically just a free fraction in a lot of cases. Now we got Yanlin coming up. Yanlin is, at least this guy's Yanlin's pretty good. I personally really dislike how Yanlin was designed as like a character that's just meant to annoy you. But you know, this guy has a pretty aggressive Yanlin at times. You know, I interrupt his teleport, not teleport, but stun with the back attack. And I'm doing my regular rage stuff. You know, this guy's playing very aggressive against my rage, which I found very odd. He gets that teleport off. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. I thought that he would use the heavy attack there, so I'll use base kick. I hit him with the double back attack, but he gets the recovery. But I get off that low into another rage. Another basic upper, and then that he tries to TP, but this time I am ready. You know, with Zoo sometimes you have to be very sort of calculated. And to close this video out, we have my good friend Zuko, the Fire Lord. This guy I got #1 last season. He's a very good player. This is the second game of the set we played. I won this 2-0, but I personally thought they played much better this time. And to start this time off, he did pick Kate to counterpick Midnight because the first time he played Sarge and got destroyed. So this time he's playing Kate to counter my Midnight. And you know, it's a really hard matchup because Kate also really likes that middle range that Midnight's really good at. So what ends up happening is that I cannot poke very well. And he can just like knock me back because of the extra knockback. I don't see that coming, and he just hits that coup de grace, like so much damage. I didn't even get to use my cornered beast, and that was a very bad round for my Midnight. This guy's a very nice Kate, I will say that. So obviously I pull out Zang Soo here to counter Kate. Yeah, so I get that jump kick into upper attack. And I'm just trying to walk him down, playing very slowly, making sure I'm not going to overcommit here. Trying to get him into the corner so I can combo him. More jump kicks. As he just starts jumping around because he does not want to trigger my rage. And I get that special attack. He predicts that. I get the jump kick off. You know, he tried that a second time and I say no. And just like that, it's like Kate never even existed. Completely neutral trade now as we go into this next game, which obviously he picks Sarge here because Sarge has a really good matchup in his Zang Soo. So you know, I start off with the special attack. Get him on the ground there and bait out the second grab. Again, I'm just trying to play a lot more slowly because I know they can just shadow form and completely invalidate my abilities. So I'm using a lot more kicks, you know, just trying to get close, and yeah, he gets off the shadow form, which triggers my rage. So, you know, I'm just waiting for that to be over so I can hit that with that heavy attack, but then I get predicted. A very good crit there because I didn't really get affected. I guess that corner push, you know, again. At this point, I'm just trying to get a good enough trade. And look at that back attack to counter basic. I do this, and then I just bait the jump kick so he activates Shadow Form. And he still gets off the grab. And now I'm in the corner, and my health is in a good spot, so I'm just trying to use kicks. And I'm trying anything to just get out of here and get some semblance of a trade. So, you know, I try that, but, you know, gets off the ragdoll into the execute. And now, this is actually the first time that you're going to see this in this video, is the Gideon. Yeah, no, I really like how Gideon plays. A lot of people hate Gideon, but to me, he has one of the highest skill ceilings in the game, which can make him feel very rewarding. He immediately enters that Shadow Form, and I'm just going to be playing a little safe here, get that basic attack. That's a glitch. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, I wasted my bullet because of that. I get the bullet back, but I wasted again. This is not a great show, but you know, we're both playing it very slow here. You know, I'm trying to get some semblance of an opening, but he just gets a lucky hit. Look at all that damage just because of RNG. And he gets another grab off. This is all because of that lucky crit, by the way. You know, I bait out the bullet here, and I could have finished with a low attack, but you know, I could have finished that two ways, with a low attack or with the Shadow Form, but I didn't want to use the Shadow Form because I can then use it in this round. So he has a legendary King of the Legion, and I have around 4k HP. Personally, I feel very confident that I could win this. So again, I'm trying to get an opening to use that Shadow Form in, and I get it. Boom. No, now we're playing a little bit more evenly. He falls for that. He thought I was going to cancel it, but I didn't. He gets baited again with the low attack. I thought I can get some advantage there, but he uses a pushback. Once again, I did not really mean to do that. My game was kind of playing a little weird, but whatever. I get the corner Shadow Form. Lots of health annihilation here. Now it's like basically over, you know, completely turn this game around just because Gideon can skill diff a lot of good opponents. You know, I'm trying to just look for some opening where I can just use that, and I get it. That's the execute. And that is game. GG's, Firelord. GG's. And yeah, that's the video. This time I did try to change up my editing a little bit, especially in the audio department. So hopefully it's a little better for you guys. You know, I'm really hoping that a patch note comes out so I can make a video on that as well. But until then, have a good day.